Hello, Sparky Pete in Liverpool, by the fire today in Peacock Towers. I just want to show you this exam screen. This is what you'll be looking at when you take the City and Guilds exam. I mean, first things, to answer the question, read the question at the top, and then just click and highlight one of the boxes below for your correct answer. If you change your mind, you just click on another box and it'll unhighlight your first answer and change it to the new one. While you're taking the exam, you've got the time counting down at the top left-hand side. I mean, that's the clincher for all of us, isn't it? Is to do it under a time limit. And then on the right-hand side at the top, you've got a progress indicator. Somebody did ask me once, are those the ones I've got right? Well, that would make it a bit too easy, wouldn't it, to follow your progress through the exam. We've got the finish button there. I'll come back to that at the last. Now, the way that you go through the exam, you've got back and next. You can also, if you choose to, on the left-hand side in the margin there, you've got the numbers, 1 to 60, and that enables you to go from, number 60, for example, straight back to number 1 if you choose to, rather than going, back all the time. If you come to a question that you can't answer or you're not too sure about, you can flag it and come back to it later. Now, that doesn't affect the marking of the exam or anything like that. It's just for your, for you to track your progress for the exam and come back to stuff that you're struggling with initially. What I suggest about questions that you can't find the answer to straight away is to put what I call a temporary answer in. The logic for that is that, okay, you might come to the end and it times out and you haven't answered all the questions. And also what I'm thinking there is, while you're thinking about a question and you're in the zone, so to speak, to put an answer there and then. So that's the flag facility. When you come to the end, now the way the exam ends is one of two ways. It's either you run out of time and it'll just shut down and send the results to the server, or if you've finished and you've checked through and you're confident, then you can click finish and it'll say, do you really want to quit? And you say yes, and then that's you finished. Now, what I suggest with this is to go all the way through the exam first time, doing the questions that you either know the answer to straight away or you can find easily, and to come back to the more difficult ones later on. I mean, you might even choose to do it in 3 passes, So first of all, do the ones you know the answer to straight away. Secondly, do the ones you can look up easily. And then thirdly, come back to the ones that you're going to struggle with. They're likely to be the ones that you've flagged. So there we go, the exam screen.